A single modern airplane can cost over $100 million, yet many airlines don't actually own most of the planes you see flying every day. The aircraft may have the airline's logo painted on the outside, the staff may wear the airline's uniform, but legally, that plane could belong to an entirely different company sitting thousands of kilometers away. So why would airlines rent planes instead of owning them? And who are the mysterious companies buying hundreds of aircraft just to lease them out? The answer reveals a hidden financial system quietly controlling global aviation. Let's explore it right here on Zantino Facts. When people think about airlines, they imagine travel, tourism, and pilots. But airlines are really giant financial machines because airplanes are unbelievably expensive. A brand new Boeing 787 Dreamliner can cost well over $200 million before discounts. Even smaller planes like the Airbus A320 can cost tens of millions. Now, imagine an airline operating 100 planes. That could mean spending billions of dollars just to build the fleet. And that's before fuel, maintenance, airport fees, pilot salaries, insurance, or repairs. Owning planes outright would drain massive amounts of cash. So airlines found another solution. Instead of buying every plane, they rent them. Behind many airlines are giant aircraft leasing companies most people have never heard of. These companies buy airplanes directly from manufacturers like Boeing and Airbus. Then they lease those planes to airlines for years at a time. Think of it like renting a car, except the car is a massive flying machine carrying hundreds of passengers across continents. Some leasing companies own hundreds or even thousands of aircraft, and many airlines depend heavily on them. In fact, globally, a huge percentage of commercial aircraft are leased instead of owned. What this really means is the airline industry isn't just powered by aviation companies, it's powered by finance. And there are several reasons why renting planes makes far more practical sense for airlines. The first is lower upfront costs. Buying planes requires enormous amounts of money. Leasing allows airlines to get aircraft immediately without spending billions at once. That helps newer airlines grow faster, and it helps older airlines preserve cash instead of locking huge amounts of money into airplanes. But money isn't the only reason. The airline business constantly changes. Some travel routes suddenly become popular. Others collapse almost overnight. During busy seasons, airlines may need more aircraft. During difficult years, they may need fewer. Leasing gives airlines flexibility. Instead of being stuck owning dozens of unused aircraft, airlines can simply return leased aircraft when contracts end. And there's another major advantage most people never think about. Technology changes fast. Modern airplanes become more fuel efficient over time, and fuel is one of the biggest expenses in aviation. If an airline owns older aircraft, replacing them becomes expensive and complicated. But leasing allows airlines to upgrade fleets more easily. They can move to newer aircraft without permanently owning outdated ones. That becomes especially important during crises, because airlines are extremely vulnerable to unexpected events, a pandemic, war, economic collapse, fuel price spikes. Any of these can suddenly destroy travel demand. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many airlines struggled just to survive. Some grounded huge portions of their fleets. And if every aircraft had been fully owned, the financial damage could have been even worse. Leasing helps spread some of that risk. But here's where things become even more fascinating. Aircraft leasing companies make money from long-term contracts. Airlines make monthly payments almost like rent. And because airplanes are incredibly valuable assets, leasing companies can keep reusing them for different airlines over many years. One single plane might fly for multiple airlines throughout its lifetime. A jet could begin service in Asia, then later move to Europe, and eventually fly somewhere in Africa or South America. Passengers may never realize the aircraft itself belongs to a completely different company. Now, this doesn't mean airlines never buy planes. Some large airlines still own parts of their fleets, especially financially powerful airlines. Ownership can sometimes save money over the long term, and owning aircraft gives airlines more control. But even major airlines usually combine both strategies. Some planes are owned, others are leased. That balance gives them both stability and flexibility at the same time. And what's truly fascinating is how invisible this entire system is. When you board a flight, you probably assume the airline owns the aircraft, but behind that simple boarding pass is a giant global network of banks, leasing firms, manufacturers, investors, insurance companies, and financial agreements all working together behind the scenes. The modern airline industry operates almost like a giant rental ecosystem, and without leasing, many airlines probably couldn't expand as fast as they do today. Some might not even survive. So the next time you see an airplane flying overhead, there's a good chance the airline logo on the outside doesn't tell the full story, because behind many of those aircraft is a hidden world of finance quietly powering global aviation. The plane may belong to someone else entirely, and that invisible system is one of the reasons modern air travel became possible on such a massive scale. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more fascinating stories about the hidden systems secretly shaping the modern world. Thanks for watching.